Today we're going to be talking about the lost art market and long-term predictions, longevity on this set, and really what is going on with these styles of cards, because there is no planned reprint for these cards, and the way that it's going as of late right now, some of these cards are going to the moon. Thank you, Vintage Values. So, let's dig on into an interesting discussion, shall we? I just want to show off the exceedingly thick Dark Magician girl here. I'm glad that we have this coming to Lost Art promotion. So, what's going on with the Lost Art market? So, on TCG Player as of late, the Monster Reborns are the highest projected value card from the Lost Art stuff. There are plenty of foreign copies. There's a couple of stray regular Monster Reborns that are through pictures. I see literally 2 listings for them at $32. Now, once those are gone, you're looking at a price tag of $45 per copy of just the Monster Reborns alone. Now, why is that? This is the only release of the style of art that they chose for the Lost Art, which it's genuinely been holding at that. You obviously will see the foreign copies, Spanish, Italian, sitting on TCG Player for a little bit lower, but it's very interesting when you look at these cards and you go, oh, huh. Now, the next projected value are the Exodia limbs, which were the first run through. Now, the head of Exodia, as of making this video, is $30. Alright, now think about that. The head at one point was a $10 to $15 card. What? You've only got 16 listings available on these, and then it goes down to the next limb, which is literally $20. And which, okay, so left arm is $20, and then the right arm is $20. So with a head and 2 arms, you're already at $70. All right, and you know, we don't even know if you're buying these, if these are the sealed copies or not. I think that's the craziest part about this whole thing, is these are for unsealed copies of these Lost Art promos. People are paying this amount of money for this, and then we venture on down the right leg. $16. All right. Well, that's a big yikeroonie there. All right. So you're already 75 plus 16 more dollars. You're at like 90 some dollars. And then the next leg is $10. The left leg is really cheap for some reason at this point. But you're looking at borderline almost $100 for a set of Exodia. Now, once again, these are iconic cards. It shouldn't surprise you. Things from the anime will typically follow suit here and will be ridiculous amounts of money. I think that's probably the most interesting thing about the Lost Art promotion in general, is the projected market for things that are anime nostalgia will always go up. Every Egyptian God card has always proven that to us in terms of value. So, what about metagame staples? What's going on with those? So, as of late, Skill Drain was one of the biggest ones. Skill Drains were coming in at about what, $15, and they've consecutively held. Cards that have a genuine impact on the game now. Skill Drain is limited to 1. We have a couple of holo printings between the Turbo and the Lost Art, but when you look at it right now, that's insane value to really be had for something like this that everybody could have gotten. Now, we get into other staples. So Foolish Burial. Now, Foolish Burial has had a rocky life. These did touch a much higher price tag at one point. They were, I seen them at $20, $25 for a little while, and I'm pretty sure that they actually got bought out at one stage in the card's life. But it looks like they've kind of started to be driven down a little bit. More people at the moment are trying to undercut each other, and there's just easier access to them. So one big thing with the Lost Art promotion that we've been noticing, especially in the States, is before the cards circulate and go through, you'll see them be really high. One of those examples was the Harpy Queen. The Harpy Queens were ridiculous value for a little while. I think we saw copies of them at $30 a piece at the moment. Now, something interesting about the Lost Art promotion right now is due to the state of Crush Card right now. Not all stores are open right now, and not all locals are going to be able to get, these products. So the problem here is we might actually see these Lost Art, the newer ones, holding a more consecutive value at this stage, because unfortunately there is less of them to go around. It's just the state of how things are right now in the world. So as much as I want to be like, yeah, let's get them, the unfortunate downside here is they might not simply be available to you. Now, the Harpy Queens, as of making this video, are borderlining about $14 to $15, depending, which isn't bad. And then you've got things like the Harpy Link Monster, which honestly, Harpy Conductor coming in at about $10 to $11 isn't horrible. But this whole run through on especially this half of the Lost Art promotion was definitely dedicated to Harpies, and I'm very glad that we got them. But it's interesting. We censor them in the set so that we can give out the OCG art as a special promotion. Interesting design, honestly. Now, other things that have held decent value that I could actually see going up. The Solemns, a card that's at 3, a massive card that allows you to blow out your opponent. Yes, there are high rarities. I would consider the Ghost Rare and the Ultimate Rares to be functionally higher than this. But you look at the market for these cards and you're like, well, it's a 3-of. Why is it so cheap? You have things like Foolish Burial and Skill Drain that are limited to 1 that are like double the price of a single copy of Solemn Judgment right now. And the answer is I don't know. I'm intrigued to see that they've held this way, but it's very interesting. Now, you've got the ones that are worth like nothing, that were just nice throw-ins. The Dark Ruler Hades, the Lesser Fiends, the Offerings to the Doomed. Even to like a little bit better of a value here, the Skill Drain, or the Soul Drain and the Super Rejuvenation, both pushing about $4 a copy. If either, any relevance for those cards comes back into the metagame, they'll go up. And then more interesting staples for certain decks. Call the Haunted's borderlining $5 a piece, Gustav Max $5, and then Ring of Destruction's only like $3 to $4. So in terms of like current Lost Art, even Legendary Fisherman's like $7. I do want to draw attention over here to the Dark Magician Girl. Now, I said this at the beginning of the Lost Art promotion. I do think that the Dark Magician Girl is going to be one of the more expensive ones over the course of time. She meets all of the criteria for the community. So, waifu tax, check. Nostalgia bait, check. Got to fulfill that iconic role here. So I'm expecting, probably a couple years from now, you will see the Dark Magician Girl start to head up to the $30 price tag to match the Exodia pieces, to match some of the crazier things. And it's actually insane because of the way that this is going at this stage right now. There's not a lot of, real iconic cards left at this point to really do. This would be a good way to release, the Magic Magician Girl. Honestly, give it to stores, let them do their stuff, and it does meet the requirement. We get to keep the art intact the way it is. So, expected value on the DMG is going to be quite nice in the long run. So, if you end up picking those up, I would hold them for just what you can. Wait a solid year, and when you got a nice $20, $30 card, mission accomplished. Overall, Lost Art cards have been a very interesting market. I am expecting to see some craziness with this side of the market. A lot more over time. I expect wilder things to come here, as you should as well, because it doesn't surprise me that promotions through stores end up being money, and the Exodia pieces and the Monster Reborns are already proving this to us overall. So, what do you think about the Lost Art promotion? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about the state of the Lost Art market. It's a relatively interesting creature, nonetheless, but I am expecting this to continue to go to the moon. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel for more good discussions from the Blue Shirt Man himself. Peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanColt40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MColt40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoltgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.